when you have the vision for the future, but nobody else other than you and your group or your circle, nobody else gets it, bro, you know what? F you guys. I never want to work with you.
What do we do now?
Lesson number 1, gotta put in the work when nobody's looking. 2, get out there. Get out there early. Don't wait. Just get out there. And 3, while you're doing these things, we got contacted by South by Southwest. This was an opportunity for us to speak our mind and kind of like show that audience what the future holds. Before the panel and before the speaking, there was this little meet and greet. You go and get your badges and stuff during this time and get to talk to all the speakers at South by Southwest. Like, it's a networking thing, you know?
Sure.
So this was a great place for us to go. So we're gonna meet our co-speakers in the panel, like for the first time here. So we met the first guy. We were waiting on the South Asian American artist. So we saw him coming into the room from a distance, and we were like, "Hey, that's him right there. He's coming in." And we were like, "Should we go say hi?" And yeah, let's go. And he sees us, and he's like dashing, kind of like cover his face and just trying to like sneak away,
bro.
And we're like, something is wrong here. I'm not getting this, like. We invited him to South by Southwest. Yeah. This badge has all access, like speakers with this badge get all access to everything, This is dope. Why is he ignoring us? And then we saw him like going into the place where you pick up the badge.
Yeah.
Saw him do his thing, and we're like, maybe now, we'll talk to him. He just got his thing.
Okay.
And then we were trying to approach him, and he saw that, and he exited, like he left the area. Just took his badge.
Disrespect.
He just burn! He just skated off. He did.
Oh shit!
Crazy guy. But this is an example, a classic example of when you have the vision for the future, but nobody else other than you and your group or your circle.
That's crazy.
Nobody else gets it. This is an example of that. I imagine TDE went through the same type of no's. You had to go through so many no's. That's the no that was in physical representation. Usually people get a no by email or text.
Yeah, or it's just radio silence.
Radio silence. But this no was like he's leaving. He didn't say hi to us, bro.
That didn't happen, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not imagining this, right? Like
right.
Yeah, it's a very incredulous feeling.
Yes.
It's just questionable behavior.
We were actually a South Asian hip hop focused company going to South by Southwest to talk about the market that we so much believed in. During that time, the problem that we were trying to solve was that South Asian artists weren't getting like the attention in the media and on blogs. We want to solve this problem by creating a brand that will support South Asian artists around the world. But we saw that vision early on. This will turn into like a genre, but nobody else saw it, or like there were a few people who saw it, but that was just the cluster that we were in. We were tasked with putting together a panel, and so we had a good group of people that we figured out would benefit the audience over there. So we set up this group, all right, and it was a panel of me, Hardik, founder of the company, and then a legal representative of music industry folks.
Okay.
And then there was a South Asian American artist. He had some successes. He was a great artist to bring along in our panel, so that he could also talk about the South Asian experience in America as an artist. We were lucky around that time that one of the guys that we ran into was Humble the Poet, who is also South Asian.
Shout out Humble.
He's from Toronto, and he's here at South by Southwest. He was just there as an artist. He was doing his music thing.
Okay.
And we ran into him, and we were like, bro, one of the people just said you to us. Do you want to join our panel? He was like, yes, let's fucking do it.
Wow.
He took that opportunity. He did he showed up.
That's
just a mad respect to him. He saved our ass.
Respect.
Incredible branding opportunity. With the media being in there in that room, like great way for us to, shake some hands and get to know some people early on.
Getting out in the field, I think that legitimizes and energizes people way more.
Right.
When they see you, when they shake your hand, they feel your energy, and that is real. Like that's palpable. And I think you felt that with bro just skating off on you. Like, yo, I felt that from here, and that's not good.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, and in those early years, you know, like
life lessons.
Lesson 1 it was that we gotta start. You just get started, like we just said. And lesson 2 is like doing the work when nobody's
doing
looking.
The work. Yeah.
When everybody's saying no, you're doing the work.
Still doing the work.
Yeah, that's so important. At that time, we could have just felt like, oh shit, this sucks. You know,
I need to cancel this.
Yeah, maybe you know what? This. You know what? We could have just been like,
you could have gotten angry.
Do this. Yeah.
You could have gotten angry.
Yeah. Screw this. They don't like us. We don't like them either. You know?
Hate meets hate. Evil meets evil. No.
Right.
That's really awesome. You didn't let yourself turn into a villain.
Right. Yeah. We didn't do that. You know, and we kept on going. You know, and that's
mad respect.
Yeah, that increases longevity because at that time, like it helped us to keep going. You know, and for me, I'm a first-gen immigrant. You know, for me, like my goal was to create a business from the ground up and like make impact. Like my goal wasn't to like be liked.
That was never
like I'm trying to build a business
sustainable
here.
I want to give people opportunities. I want to make an organization. It's huge.
It's huge. And you know, I spent the past decade and a half or more like building this brand from zero. Like I can't say that I built it, but like me and the team and Hardik, who was doing so many things that was just like longevity focused. I'm grateful for that. And together we were able to focus and build something that what was just like a social media and a website was then later a genre on Spotify, a genre on Apple Music, you know, things like that. Is like
fire.
That's what we wanted. That's lesson number 3 from all this, you know, is the long game. You got to think about the long game early on. You know, for any brand, any artist, you know, any entrepreneur, if you have like an idea of something new that you want to create, whether it's a song, whether it's a social media thing or an e-commerce business, you got to think the long game. You know, that's what I think TDE did. That's what I believe Netflix did. They were thinking long game. They were making a DVD rental company online. They were building that when most people didn't have DVD players at home.
No,
you know?
It was still VHS.
Yeah. And for us too, like going to South by Southwest, we were thinking the long game. Like 2015, 16, we're thinking what's going to happen in 2025, you know? And that's what we're, you know, planting the seeds for.
Right.
Many years later, fast forward, as we were distributing, you know, music, we were trying to like create a genre placement on Spotify.
Sure.
Through that, we were getting to know them. And I remember there was a job opening. They were looking for a curator for the Desi music scene. And this somebody that got hired was the South Asian American artist who said the FU to us at South by Southwest.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, oh man, this guy's there. But for me, I was like, you know what? Yeah, that was a long time ago. This is a few years after South by Southwest. You know? We're releasing all the South Asian music, and he's the curator.
Right.
So got to do this. And you know, turned out it was great. You know, because our relationship through that built, you know, through emails and communication. And he was a nice guy. He wasn't a dick to me. He was just trying to do his thing. I'm just trying to do my thing.
Right.
And we didn't have any, like, you know, any issues or
no grudges.
Any negative grudges or anything, you know?
Sure.
And I think that's the long game at South by Southwest. Like that day we could have,
you could have
waken up an angry email like, bro, you know, that was a nice, what the heck, bro?
That wasn't nice.
But
you hurt my feelings.
Yeah. You know, like we're like the creative types. We'd be like, you hurt my feelings, mother.
My feelings are sacred. No. Like that's you're totally right. Not to take shit personal.
Right.
Like,
not to take it personally. Yeah. We could have done that, you know, and he could have done the same. He could have been like, bro, you know what? Fuck you guys. I never want to work with you.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. We didn't do that.
That's really good on him too, though.
Yeah.
No, that's really big on him as well. Like it wasn't a you like through emails anymore.
No.
Or when you had like a way to assist or way to progress the vision that you and Hardik have, which is like getting South Asian artists more shine.
Yeah.
Getting them real placements in America.
Right.
It's huge.
Yes. And it all like made sense to me. You know, it manifested in reality, this lesson through this experience, because it was like
huge.
Something that could have gone south later on, like did full circle, and it was great. You know,
and it
like,
was the complete opposite of what you were left with emotion wise. So that long game, that like knowing that, you know, not to take things personally, because this is a long journey.
Long journey.
People come in and out of your life, you know, and they provide support when they can. When it's also beneficial for them, you can't blame them for looking out for their shit, you know, because like you're doing what you want to do, and like you have to, like being open and being elastic in that way. Like, you know what? Maybe not this time. Let's just go back. Let's get back to work, and maybe the stars will line up like some way down the way. And then when you go through that for real without expecting it to happen, now you can tell yourself even with more confidence, should you encounter some negativity further on, you know, or more obstacles, you're not turning into a villain.
No.
And that's
you got to keep that, be mission focused, you know.